Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're going to be looking at the weekly meta breakdown for Standard Best of 3. And we usually look at these broken down by formats as well as Best of 1 and Best of 3. So Standard, Historic, Alchemy if they ever get some, decks other than red-black decks. But what we have today is Standard Best of 3. If you're looking for the Best of 1 deck, it is up already on YouTube for the week. And for those of you who are new here, what we do is we set out to look at the top performing MTG Arena decks for each week as tracked by Untapped.gg. It's a companion tool that runs alongside your Arena client, tracks your win rates, syncs your collection, lets you know what decks you can build. Free to get started with it. The link is in the video description below if you want to follow that. And as always, if you can, drop a like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. So jumping in, we are looking at Standard Best of 3 from April 4th to April 11th, Platinum to Mythic rank. And we've played 20,000 matches of data for this set. So that could be 40 to 60,000 games of Magic. And jumping into it right away, top deck of the week is Izzet Dragons. This is a Goldspan Dragon, Hullbreaker Horror, kind of mid-range deck, kind of a little bit more on the controlling side that we've seen variations in the past, notably no Lier in this version. And it's really looking to play kind of like a tempo style game. You got a bunch of removal in Spikefield Hazard, Abrade, Dragonfire, Prismari Command, burn down the house as a sweeper, topping out on your dragons and stuff. You also have counters in like Syncopate, Jwari, Negate, Saw It Coming, Card Advantage in Iteration, Behold, and Memory Deluge mixed in. And then your post board, you got like your Smoldering Eggs, your Seismic Waves, to deal with, so basically more removal, more counters, more bounce in like the kind of control mirrors itself. Should mention all these deck lists, I'll post them in the video description so you can import them if you're interested in trying out any of these decks. Up next, Selesnya Ramp, 60.4% win rate after 190 games. This is kind of a mid-rangey shell, and you're looking to on turn 2 play some sort of ramp spell, and then on turn 3 play either like Chariot, Starheim Unleashed, Wandering Emperor, Yasharn kind of value in. It's token sub-theme. You have stuff like Wedding Announcement, Welcoming Vampire can draw you a bunch of cards mixed in with there, and you're just kind of trying to make tokens, kind of get some value game. You have Skyclave Apparitions as removal, Luminarch Aspirants to kind of buff the team, and then some utility lands like Emeria's Call, some creature lands, as well as like a Janjo. And then you have just a smattering of removal. Guardian of Faith is like anti-board wipe, the Legion Angel package, and another Yasharn for the Rakdos Sacrifice mirrors. So some green-white here. See, Teamer mid-range, or kind of wet Teamer, if you may. This is another kind of mid-rangey shell. It's using the Jaspera, Sentinel, Magda package to try to get out as early as a turn 3 Goldspan. You're playing some Chariots to copy tokens, which notably with Fable the Mirror Breaker, you can make a token of something and then try to make a copy of that token, tokens on tokens on tokens. So you can make a copy of a Goldspan and then make a copy of the token of the Goldspan that sticks around after, which is kind of cool. You got some Wrens and Sevens, and then your blue splash in the main board is for counter spells, as well as more in the sideboard. Moist Gruul, Wet Gruul is typically the naming convention of this deck. You got Flame Blessed Bolts, Burning Hands in the sideboard, some Negates, Outland Liberators, and Tangled Traps all scattered amongst the deck here. Then we have Rakdos Anvil, Rakdos Sacrifice. This is looking to kind of nickel and dime your opponent for value. You have stuff like Experimental Synthesizer for card advantage, Deadly Dispute. Your Anvil gives you a bunch of tokens. Your Meat Hooks sweep up your opponent's board. Harvester and Epiture give you blood tokens for value. Your blood tokens also come from like Sanguine Statuette for some more value. Your creatures are naturally dying on your turn, so Warlock class is another way to drain for some damage along with Meat Hook. So you could potentially be draining for 3 a turn, which is some pretty good value, all things considered. If you like Cat Oven style decks, Sacrifice, Aristocrat style decks, this is something to check out. You have your sideboard package. Not really sure why Chandra's in here. You're not heavy on red. It is card advantage, but like something like Soaring or Lulth generally plays better. The curse is for... Honestly, don't know why they're playing the curse. Whenever play casts the second spell each turn. It's not really Storm decks, but interesting inclusion like your anti-mono white cards, some more Warlocks class versus like Control, Braids and Duresses scattered in there as well. We have Orzov Control, Black-White Control. So we have like Bloodchief's Thirst, Vanishing Verse is like a bunch of removal. Life of Toshiro is an interesting inclusion, just kind of a flexible removal spell. You're playing up into the Invoke Despairs in this particular list. And then it's just really like a mid-range slogfest. Your Wedding Announcements kind of bridge you to that point. Wandering Emperor kind of helps you get to the next stage, and you're really just trying to wear out your opponent over the course of a number of turns and trying to get value out of them that way. So it's kind of if you like a grindier style deck, this is one to check out. Just more removal in the sideboards. You have stuff like Henrika for like a lifelink, kind of like Kalitas gets played in Pioneer. A bunch of discard, bunch of targeted removal, just scattered in the mix. So that's pretty much it for the week. Just did a quick one. I split the best of one for the week if you want to take a look, but these are kind of the standouts. We're getting to the point with the new set dropping. We're not going to see too much innovation probably in the next week or so, but when the new set comes out, I usually kind of scour, try to pull together as many deck lists as possible. And then kind of give a look and a meta breakdown in terms of what are the most played cards, stuff like that. So definitely subscribe to stay tuned for the new Capenna deck drops once they come out. And I'll probably wait on Historic for another day or two because the Historic Open is on the weekend. So I want to give an opportunity to get that as close as possible to the Open itself. In any case, thanks for watching. Hope you found the information helpful, and we will catch you next time.